Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, and we have a big weather event heading our way. And I want to really talk about this because, over the past few days, I have voiced my concern about flooding. And what it all boils down to is this. Of course, you have to have flooding, you have to have heavy rain. Looks like we're going to have that. That's just about it. There's never a guarantee until after it happens in weather. But the fact that it's going to be over the higher terrain of western Arkansas, west central, and even southwest Arkansas, not so hilly or mountainous down there, but still some hills, and the terrain, the topography, the heavy rain, all this is coming together. You have saturated ground from last week's rain. Remember, Mena, Polk County, flash flood emergency was in effect just a few days ago, and then you have flash flood warnings all throughout the river valley in west central Arkansas. So the ground may not be completely saturated, but it still has quite a bit of water, so it's not going to take that much to aggravate the flooding. Now, we've got all that, meteorologically in perspective. That's my concern. Let's look at history. In May and in June has been horrible months for the past few years in western Arkansas for flooding. You may remember two people lost their lives. I think it was at least two people lost their lives last year, including, it was out in Scott County during a water rescue with some horrible flooding out there. And then, of course, obviously everybody remembers the Albert Pike campground flooding event as well. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but what we see right now are the ingredients coming together for at least the potential for life-threatening flash flooding. Let's hope it doesn't get to that, but now here it is. We see all the data, we look at it and we say, hey, we see this potential. We know what has happened out there before. Let's just get the word out that anybody out there really needs to pay attention to the weather. And that's what the purpose of this is just say, hey, let's not have any of this happen again. We see the potential. Stay weather aware. Don't go into low-lying areas. And I'm going to show you the computer model data here, which kind of shows my concern. Now, this is just simulated radar. This is not going to be the type of rain that just washes out all day long, I don't think. But we got some scattered showers today. What in the world? My Norton's antivirus just popped up doing a scan. Anyway, this is at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I still think there's going to be some scattered showers. This is simulated radar here from the high-res NAM. It's showing rain out here across Oklahoma and Texas. And yeah, I do think that'll happen, but I think there could even be some scattered showers out here. Whoops. There we go. And this is by 7 o'clock. You can see a solid area of rain moving into western Arkansas by 7 o'clock this evening. And during the overnight, this really starts to pick up in intensity and moves through the state. This is at 1 o'clock in the morning. We're seeing areas of embedded heavier rain. It looks like some really heavy stuff down in Texas. Some really bad flooding could be taking place down there. And then look how the heaviest rain is across west central, southwest Arkansas. We still have some scattered showers, but lesser rainfall amounts across eastern Arkansas, but still significant with some of the showers and thunderstorms here. The severe threat is low, but during the overnight hours, there will be some rumbles of thunder, some heavy rain out here across portions of western Arkansas. And this is tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. We still see areas of heavy rain, especially across western and southern Arkansas. Now watch, this is going to fade out during the day, and then I think we're going to have another round, you see that, by Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. So not a constant rain, but it does appear that it's going to it's going to pick up again, have a couple of waves. Now this is the NAM total amount of rainfall, and it's showing higher amounts across western and southern Arkansas, 2 to 4 inches. Now there's other models, and I'm going to have to scoot this over. Bear with me for just a second. This is the GFS. Now watch, this is showing the amount of precipitation over the previous 6 hours. And there's some scattered stuff. This is between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Monday, and it's showing some areas of rain, but the heaviest stuff out here across, look at that, right over here across western Arkansas. But through Tuesday, notice how it winds down, and then yet another wave right there, Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. That's between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Wednesday, and then it starts to move on out. Rainfall amounts, according to the GFS, this shows 5, 6 to 7 inches of rain. If this were to verify, this is just a computer model, but this is showing at least 5 inches of rain in Scott County, Polk County, Sevier County, all these locations right here in west central Arkansas, and that's the higher terrain. So you see where my concern is if this computer model were to actually verify. The amounts in central Arkansas, significant, 2 to 4 inches of rain. Lesser amounts the further east and southeast, but still, I mean, that's an inch of rain there, a little less here, under an inch in far southeast Arkansas. So you can see the corridor, the heaviest amount of rain, which we've been targeting, and especially in this area of western Arkansas. The other big story of the temperatures, and taking you through Tuesday, notice how this is at 7 a.m. on Tuesday. We're in the 60s, but look at this. It's in the 40s in northwest Arkansas. In the 40s, a cold rain in the middle of May for northwest Arkansas. This is Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., and this is midday. Front's coming through. This is at 1 p.m. It's 70 in Little Rock, but 57. This is according to one piece of data. But 57 in Russellville. It's 78 degrees in Monticello. And then look at these morning lows. On Wednesday morning, it's in the 50s here in central Arkansas, 40s up north. And then this is where we're going to get within just a few degrees of records. It's showing mid-40s for central Arkansas Thursday morning, lower 40s across northern Arkansas on Wednesday morning. That's 78. Let's go out here. Here's Friday morning, 51 degrees here. It's in the 40s. So some cool overnight lows, and the humidity levels will start to come down as well. Flash flood watch is in effect for, I completely agree with this area. The National Weather Service has highlighted. Memphis has issued some counties, and there's what we call county warning area in eastern Arkansas. But this does include Pulaski County for the possibility of flash flooding. Futurecast is indicating 2 inches of rain in Little Rock. I think we could see 2 to 4 inches. That's kind of on the low end of our thinking, but Futurecast usually does a pretty good job, so it may be around 2 inches here. But look at that corridor. Again, the corridor of the heaviest rain. It's showing almost 5 inches in Texarkana, almost 4 inches in Mena, almost 3.5 inches in Hot Springs. And look at this area in between near Prescott and Hope up towards Dirks. This is an area that we could see in excess of 5 inches of rainfall. And so you see my concern. And the Weather Prediction Center, this is something that you normally don't see. This is called the Day 1 Excessive Rainfall Potential Outlook. And it's showing a moderate risk. What it's showing is moderate, which is a 10 to 15% chance that rainfall will exceed flash flood guidance in this area. So this is the area of concern I have, especially these higher elevations of west central and southwest Arkansas. So, to sum it all up, we don't want a tragedy to happen again. We see the ingredients for flash flooding. I'm not trying to be alarmist, but I see the dangers. So let's just hope everybody stays safe out there. I don't think this is going to be, let's hope, you never know, some sort of epic flooding event. But, let's just, flash flooding kills. I showed a graphic on the 10 o'clock, on the 5 and 10 o'clock news on Sunday. I think it's 114 tornado deaths in Arkansas over the past 7 years. And we've had 54 deaths from flash flooding over the past 7 years. And, of course, a lot of that was... many of those were at the Camp Albert Pike flash flooding event there that we had a few years ago. So, I don't want to be alarmist. I just want to make sure everybody stays safe. And just remember, we're expecting, to sum it all up, I expect some scattered showers today, but I don't think it's until tonight and into Tuesday morning things really start to pick up. Locally heavy rainfall. There may be a break, and then I think another round moves in later Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for coming here to the Arkansas Weather Blog here at KATV.com. And some of you may know I posted here, my mom is recovering. She is doing well from her broken leg. And she is up and actually walking with the assistance of a walker. And we're hopefully going to downgrade that to a cane. And then she'll be back to normal and coming over and bringing more gifts and spoiling my kids. That's a whole nother issue for another day. But anyway, thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.